Dreamscape presents The Kidnap Years, the astonishing true history of the forgotten kidnapping epidemic that shook Depression-era America, by David Stout. Narrated by Teri Schnaubelt. For Rita, my rock and my light. Introduction. One winter day, a long time ago, a handsome woman in her early 40s was found dead in a snowbank off a highway in northwestern Pennsylvania. She had been strangled. The homicide was big news around Erie, Pennsylvania, where I grew up. The killer, it was soon revealed, was a man the victim had begun dating after her marriage turned to ashes. For weeks, the crime was grist for newspaper headlines and chatter in barbershops and saloons. It was even featured in the true crime pulp magazines of the era. The victim was my mother's sister. I recall the coffin being wheeled out of a candle-scented church as a choir sang farewell, and my aunt's relatives stood grim-faced, some with tears on their cheeks. I was in college at the time, old enough to understand that I had been granted wisdom not bestowed on everyone. I understood that a murder spreads an indelible stain, dividing the lives of people close to it into before and after. So began my interest in crime. It is an interest that has only deepened with the passage of years. It has compelled me to read scholarly tomes as well as lurid accounts of sensational cases. It has drawn me to courtrooms and prisons, and to the death house in Texas, where I witnessed the execution of a pathetic, dirt-poor man who had raped and killed his ex-wife and her niece in a drunken rage. My preoccupation with crime was known to my editors during my newspaper career. Thus, on January 12, 1974, an Arctic cold Saturday in Buffalo, my bosses at the Buffalo Evening News sent me to the Federal Building for a somber announcement by the resident FBI agent. The 14-year-old son of a wealthy doctor in Jamestown, New York, 60 miles southwest of Buffalo, had been kidnapped the previous Tuesday. 3 teenagers had been arrested Friday, and most of the ransom money had been recovered in the home of one of them. But the boy was still missing. The FBI agent told reporters that the Bureau had entered the case because the victim had been missing for more than 24 hours. Ergo, there was a presumption under the Lindbergh law that he might have been taken across state lines, so the feds were authorized to assist the local cops. I knew about the
Sample complete. Ready to continue?